Hey guys, Christian Prepper here back with you, talking about caches. I'm always looking for refrigerators and stoves and stuff. I have rental property, so when I run up on a deal, I'll buy stuff and set it back. And you can look at a pile of junk like this and think it's just a pile of junk. And if somebody broke in here, that's probably what they'd go for right there. But you can look at a pile of junk like this and just glance over it. And in reality, you can have something very valuable sitting there and not realize it. I ran up on this. Guy gave it to me. It was free. And I put a sign on there, bag compressor, don't throw away. Kind of like I sold it. These things have tremendously good locks on them. And if I can do this and hold this camera too, these things have screw top locks. They put these out to face the world. And, without people breaking into them. So they're pretty hard to get into. But if you can find one of these old things and gut it out, they make a great cache. I mean, this is one of my gun caches. This is not all my guns, by no means. But if something happens to my home, then hey, I've got something to fall back on. I've got a 357 sitting here with a good bit of ammunition. I've got a 12 gauge shotgun. I normally keep one of my hunting rifles in here. I normally keep a 300 Magnum in here, but we had it out sighting the scope and I hadn't put it back in yet. And man, I forgot this was in here. That's for municipal purposes. From a good friend of mine that lives up on the mountain. I forgot that was in there. Wow. Anyway, you can have caches. And it don't have to be necessarily buried in the ground. I got my little 22 in here. I got shotgun shells. And this kind of stuff's great to have. Nobody would ever consider this. You can do this with walk-in freezers. It's endless. I know one guy that just knocked out some sheetrock in his house. Had a hidden place behind the wall that it was not accessible. Took a piece of sheetrock down, put some fireproof boxes in there, put some food, put some silver and stuff in some fireproof boxes, and then basically just sheetrock back over it. He knows where it's at. His wife knows where it's at. If they need to get to it, they can bust through the sheetrock and get to it within a few seconds. But if a robber comes in, you'd never know it was there. It's behind the wall. You have to tear up a wall out to find it. And nobody would ever come to an old tore-up vending machine like this thinking they're going to find, a gun safe in it. And like I say, I normally keep a couple of more guns in there. We just had my hunting rifle out fixing it. But just to get you an idea, just an old junky, tore-up vending machine that's been sold. Guys on the way to pick it up. Don't throw this away. Just an old vending machine. Looks like a collectible. Sitting here. And inside it is a little gun safe. So just something to think about, guys. And you got to start preparing. It's going to come. It's going to hit us. I feel like this year, the last part of this summer, is probably going to get pretty rough. So need to start considering this stuff. Talk to you later.